Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. A senior Ukrainian official has emphasized the critical role of digital technology, including artificial intelligence, in Ukraine's ongoing fight against Russia's superior military power. In an interview with NHK in Kyiv, Ukraine's Deputy Minister for European Integration Ministry of Digital Transformation, Oleksandr Bornyakov, highlighted how Ukraine's military is effectively leveraging these advancements. Bornyakov explained that drones are instrumental in gathering real-time intelligence from the front lines, providing information on Russian troops, weaponry, and areas requiring more resources. He noted that drones offer unprecedented visibility into military positions, effectively eliminating the fog of war by surveying enemy lines and even identifying the precise number of tanks. Furthermore, drones aid in targeting critical infrastructure such as petroleum facilities, which are a significant source of income for Russia. The official also stressed the increasing importance of artificial intelligence in warfare, stating that AI has expanded its influence from the operational to the strategic levels of command. CBS News reports that FIFA is facing significant backlash over the exorbitant ticket prices and fees for the upcoming World Cup. The expanded tournament, featuring 48 teams in 104 matches across the US, Canada, and Mexico, is projected to generate a record $10.9 billion in revenue. Fans are experiencing sticker shock from the staggering costs. FIFA's official resale marketplace has shown prices for top seats to the final quadrupling to $33,970, with some secondary market tickets reaching over $45,000 for a group stage match. Even former President Trump expressed he wouldn't pay $1,000 for a ticket. Beyond tickets, host cities are incurring substantial security and transportation costs, which are being passed on to attendees through significantly increased fares. For instance, round-trip train fares to MetLife Stadium from Manhattan will be $98, up from the usual $13. These high costs appear to be deterring some fans, with new data showing New York City hotels having significantly lower occupancy rates on match nights compared to the previous year. FIFA President Gianni Infantino joked about bringing a hot dog and a Coke to anyone paying $2 million for a final ticket, highlighting the extreme price points paid. Al Jazeera reports that 2 presidential campaign staffers were killed in Colombia's Central Meta department, just 2 weeks before the country's May 31 general election. Right-wing candidate Abelardo de la Espriella announced the killings, stating gunmen on motorbikes shot Rogers Mauricio Devia Escoba, a former mayor, and his advisor, Aider Fabian Cardona Lopez. The Citizens' Rights Ombudsman warned that this violence could hinder the exercise of political rights and democratic participation. Meta is a region historically afflicted by rebel groups and cocaine trafficking, and surging crime is a key issue in the current presidential race. Frontrunner Ivan Cepeda and other candidates have also reported death threats or attacks, highlighting the precarious political climate. Al Jazeera reports that a new poll has revealed a tight race for Brazil's presidency, with both the left-wing incumbent, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, and his right-wing challenger, Flavio Bolsonaro, tied at 45% ahead of October's election runoff. The Datafolha poll, which surveyed 2,004 respondents, was conducted on May 12 and 13, prior to a recent film funding scandal involving Flavio Bolsonaro. Lula, 80, is seeking a 4th non-consecutive term, having previously served from 2003 to 2011 with a focus on social programs. Flavio Bolsonaro, eldest son of imprisoned former President Jair Bolsonaro, has pledged to secure his father's release if elected. Jair Bolsonaro is currently serving a 27-year sentence for attempting to subvert the 2022 election. The Intercept Brazil published leaked messages on May 13th, alleging that Flavio and his brother Eduardo sought $24 million from a banker accused of fraud, Daniel Vorcaro, for a biopic about their father. Flavio Bolsonaro acknowledged seeking financing but denied any link to Vorcaro's alleged fraud. This scandal follows earlier controversies in his campaign, including retracting statements about withdrawing from the race for his father's freedom and facing a federal police probe over defamatory remarks about Lula. Bolsonaro has steadily closed the gap since late 2025, when Lula was the frontrunner by a wide margin. Al Jazeera reports that military police in Bolivia have initiated efforts to clear road blockades that have paralyzed parts of the country for 11 days. During these operations, authorities arrested demonstrators and deployed tear gas to disperse the crowds. The protests stem from severe fuel shortages which are attributed to the effective closure of the Strait of Hormuz. These blockades persisted despite a deal that was reportedly signed on Friday between the protesting groups and the Bolivian government, indicating ongoing tensions and unresolved issues. The situation highlights the significant impact of regional geopolitical events, like the Strait of Hormuz closure, on local stability and essential supplies in distant nations. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.